Hi. I've been waiting for you so that you and I could wonder about the air around us. As soon as I finish blowing up this balloon.
Now, boys and girls, it's time to wonder. Here's the show that makes wondering fun. Uncle Wonder's Workshop. And here he is, Uncle Wonder.
So, you know, air sure is funny, isn't it? You can't see it, but you know it's there when you see the tree branches move and when you feel it against you on windy days. Now, do you remember we found out last time that moving air was called wind? That's right. And wind can do work for us, too, can't it? Sure, that's right. We said that a long time ago, a man found out that if he put an animal skin up as a sail on his boat, he could move much faster on the water, and he wouldn't have to paddle and work so hard to move his boat. It sure saved him a lot of work. And then a lot of people wondered about the wind and boats, and they made different kinds of boats with big sails which catch the wind. The moving air or wind helped people grind their corn, too. The wind turned the stone, and the stone crushed the corn into cornmeal. You see the man putting the corn into the little hole in the stone on top? Well, that stone is turned by the windmill when the wind blows, and the heavy stone crushes the corn into cornmeal. And you can see the man at the bottom catching the cornmeal in a bag as it comes out on the sides there. The moving air sure saves us a lot of work, doesn't it? Well, have you been wondering what I was doing here when we first came to visit? Well, I blew up this one balloon, I was blowing up this, and what we're going to do is we're going to weigh air. That's right, we're going to weigh air just as the butcher weighs meat for your mother at the store. We're going to weigh air, that's right. Oh, it won't weigh as much as meat, or iron, or rocks, for that matter, but still it'll weigh something. Now, see, we've taken a balloon, and we have here 2 soda straws. We have cellophane taped them together, and now we're going to stick this balloon here, if I can get the cellophane tape off my finger, to this end of the straw. And wait till you see. There, that should just about do it. Now, see, we have 2 straws and 2 balloons, each filled with air. Now, oh boy, look at there. Look how strong Uncle Wonder is. Anybody can lift air, almost anyone anyway. But now watch. The balloons are filled with air, and we're going to put them right here to balance the balloons. And they're level, they'll soon be level, just like a seesaw when both boys weigh the same. You know how that is. Now these balloons are just like the boys because they both weigh the same and they balance. Now remember, it's not only the balloon that's balancing, but also the air in the balloon. Now, if I took the air out of one of the balloons, which side would weigh more? No, we seem to be just about balanced. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Right where our straw is balancing, I'm going to make a mark so that we know where that is. Right about there. That should do it. Now, what do you think would happen if we were to take the air out of one side, or one of the balloons? Well, if air weighs anything at all, then the side with the air still in the balloon should go down, just as if we put a heavy boy on one side of a seesaw. All right, you want to try it? Well, let's let the air out of one of the balloons very quickly, and then we'll see if our experiment works. To let the air out very quickly, I'm going to use a match, but will you promise Uncle Wonder something? If you're going to use a match, make sure that Mother or Dad is around, won't you? All right, now watch very closely. Oops, there it goes. I had to catch it. Our balloon was trying to run away from us. But you see, the balloon with the air in it, still in it, went down. It pulled down just like that, while our balloon, what's left of it over on this end, just flies up in the air, just like that. Now remember the mark that we made on the straw? Well, here it is, right there. Now look, I'll put the mark right across the bar here, right in the center of our bar. Now take my hands away. And see? I think that shows up pretty well. That air weighs something, doesn't it? See, just like that. And say, I know another way that we can show you that air weighs something. Let's see, where did I put it? Down here. Oh, there it is. There it is, it's a basketball. And one of my nephews brought it over for me to patch. But as you see, right now, our basketball doesn't have any air in it. See? And that's because, of course, I haven't pumped any air in there. But I know something. Why don't we weigh the basketball before I put some air in it, all right? Now, let's use it on our scales right here. Oh, boy, look. Our scale went all the way over here. The little needle moved way over here on this side, and our platform went way down. And I know something else that we can do. I have some little weights. So we'll put these weights on the other side of the platform. And we'll start out over here to make this platform right there level with the platform that the basketball is sitting on. See how much lower it is than this one? Well, that didn't do it. Nope. I guess we still need more weight. Try this little one. Uh-oh, there it moved just a little bit. One more. All right. There it is. That's just, nope, not quite. We'll have to use a smaller one. Let's try this one. Over. Or maybe this one. There it is. Right smack in the center. See, now our platforms are level, just like that, and our needle is pointing right to the middle line. All right? Okay, now that we have the platforms level, let's put some air into the basketball, shall we? I'll let the scale down gently. Then we'll go over here, because over here we have a tire pump, and with it, we can put some air into the balloon. Or, that's not a balloon, that's a basketball. I think the balloons must have made too much noise when it blew up. Must have scared Uncle Wonder. We better be very careful with this. We don't want to have to patch it again. There. Would you care to help me pump? I don't know whether I can make this all by myself or not. Oh, there we go. Now, you see the air going into the basketball. And once again, we're showing you that air occupies space. Of course, we're trapping it inside the basketball. We have to be careful. We don't want to blow it up too tight and break the basketball. Oh, a little bit more. There we go. Oh. Oh, there must be a lot of air in there now. No, I think we still better put some more in. How come one of you haven't thought of an easier way to do this? Ooh, that should be about enough. Right there. There it is. Nice and solid. Now suppose we put it on the scale. Now that we have air, are you ready? All right, watch the scale now very closely. Remember, they were both level with each other. Let's put the basketball in. Oops. Well, the basketball wants to roll off now. But there it is. See? See how the needle went way over to the other side, and once again the platform that the basketball is sitting on, it's way down. So the ball and the air weighs more than the ball without the air. Well now, we're sure that air weighs something. Whew, I'm out of breath too. But say, I'll bet we can find out what makes wind. You suppose so? Just by thinking about these different experiments. Now, all the different kinds of weather that you know of, fair weather, rainy or snowy weather, or windy weather, are caused by the air getting warm or cold. Now, to show you that, first we'll move our basketball out of the way and put it over there. We'll move our little scale here. But right now, let's make believe that we can see the ocean and the land at the same time. And here's a picture for you to look at. Now, you see, the cold water of the ocean cools the air above it and makes it heavy. Now, over here, over the land, the sun warms the earth, and the earth warms the air and makes it light. Now, I put some little arrows there so you could see how the air moves. See how it's moving? Now, since the warm air is light, it goes up into the sky. Well, it's cold way up there, and so the warm air is cooled. Well, since cool air is heavy, it drops down on the ocean again. And if the light air here over the land keeps moving up, then the cool air from the ocean will come in to take its place. Now, when the cool, heavier air moves fast to take the place of warm air, we call it wind, and you see it move the trees or push the sailboat. And I know something we can do together. Suppose we watch the warm air go up in the air, all right, or the warm air going up to the sky, all right? Now, to do that, here's what we're going to need. First, we're going to need a candle, and we'll use these 2 bricks, like this, right there. Now we have this cardboard tube that has a hole right straight through it, see? And let's see now. We're going to light the candle like this. Once again, let Uncle Wonder remind you about this. Be very, very careful with matches and fire. Now we're going to put the tube over the candle, just like that. Now the candle will heat the air in the tube, just like the sun heats the earth and air outside. See, like that, it's getting very warm. Now if the air is warm, it will be light and go up, and cold air will come in the bottom of the tube right here and take its place. Now how can we see that the air is really moving? I know what we can do. We'll put some smoke in the tube and we'll see what happens. To make some smoke, I'll do it this way with a piece of old paper and get it burning. There comes some smoke now. And watch. Look there. See, the warm air is carrying the smoke up with it. The cool air is coming in the bottom, and the warm air with the smoke is going up. Now, if this were outside and a lot of air was moving, we would have a wind. That's right. So what do we need now, again, to make wind? We need warm air heated by the sun or the earth, and we need cool air. The cool air comes and takes the place of the warm air, which goes up in the sky. And when the air moves, we feel or see it as wind. Charlie, air can be so much fun to think about. Oh, say, before it's time to go, I have something I want you to see. We have here a glass, and I'm going to fill it all the way up to the top, the very, very top, just like that. And this is just a plain old piece of paper right here. We're going to put it right on top, and we're going to push down real hard, and then watch. We're going to turn it over, and look at the paper. I wonder why it doesn't fall.
This is National Educational Television.